out experience as it is without machine. And with that, we can open our eyes slowly and let in the light seep into our body. You'll start with really slight movements, so you can roll your shoulders, inhale and lift your shoulders up towards the earlobes and maybe drop them back and down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. When you come to the middle, maybe you switch the other way. Taking your shoulder all the way to the earlobe and dropping it. And notice how you feel around the shoulder area. How does it feel around the upper back, your neck? Just some information to keep in mind as you continue with further practice. And then now, once you come to the middle, let's take the chin towards the right shoulder and then gently draw a half circle, reaching towards the left shoulder. And then from the left to the right, the movement is very deliberate. You try not to run with the momentum. Inhale and exhale. Next time you bring your chin to the center, you can lift your head up. Let's bring our arms forward and do some wrist rotations. And again, as you hold your arms up, notice how it feels along the length of your arms. Notice that your body always is talking to you, it's giving you information. We listen to the body. If not already, you can switch the direction of wrist movement. And then let's open the arms wide to the side. And as you open your chest, notice how your lower back feels. See if you can curl up your tailbone a little bit so that there is not this massive back bend. We try to keep a neutral pelvis as we have these arms opened out. And maybe squeeze a little bit into your shoulder blades. So imagine holding a pencil between your shoulder blades. You don't want to drop it. And then let's hug ourselves. Notice how this feels on the upper back. Maybe even tucking your chin towards your shoulder. Now let's open those arms again. Once again, take a deep breath in this time. And then hug as you exhale in other way around. If you did one way, now this is the time to do it the other way around. Let go of both the arms to the side. We do my side bend. So take your right arm over and send it towards the left. Your palm is facing towards the mat. See if you can open your chest and gaze towards the sky. Your right sit bone is still attached to the mat. So if you find yourself lifting your sit bone, maybe you can just come back a little bit, root that sit bone. So it's not about how close we get in towards the mat. Inhale and let's switch side and look towards the sky. Send the breath towards the spaces that's getting created along the left side of your body. Now let's bring both arms to the center. You can clasp your fingers and take it right behind your cranium, just above your neck. And bring your elbows closer together. So now we can just stay here. There is a certain amount of weight that your hands put on your head. So you don't have to pull, just let that weight play into it. Notice how your back, the back of your neck feels. Continue to inhale and exhale. Maybe if you want to intensify this a bit, you can try bringing those elbows a little closer, opening up your shoulder blades, and then just stay here. Continue to breathe. Remember, we are not pulling. Just hanging here, letting the hand do the job of creating space along the back side of the neck. If you find this to be too heavy, you can always drop your hands and just have your chin tucked to your chest and stay there. Continue to inhale and exhale. And with the next inhale, you will drop your arms to the side. Let's come on all fours. Your hands are under your shoulder, your knee under your head. You have a flat back. You are in a table pose. So from the table pose, make sure you have a long back and a long neck. When you have a long neck, is to gaze forward. So if you're going to drop your head, which we will do in a minute, but at this point we want to just gaze forward. From here we will drop the belly, lift the chin, coming into a cow. And as you exhale, push the shoulder blade out and drop your head like a bowling ball. And let's just switch between the cow and the cat. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. The next time you come into a cow, let's go freestyle and do what our body is looking for. So I'm going to just try and draw a deep circle with my head as a, lead. My hip is leading the motion, the movement. So you try what works for you. Maybe you want to try with your shoulder first, or maybe the head, or both. We go all the way looking for what our body is asking for. And maybe we even go to a child pose and then transition back into a cow. And then into a cat. And then the other side as we switch into child. This time you change the direction. And the next time you come to the center, notice how your hip feels, your shoulder, your neck. Continue to inhale and exhale. Lift the right knee off the mat and set the right leg out. And imagine pushing into a wall. And if this is too much on your knee, you can always double up the mat. As you double up the mat, it gives you more cushion. And from here, we place that right foot towards the right side. And then slowly walk our hands and come up on our left knee. Do a gate pose. Lift your left arm up and slide your right hand down your chin. Once again, bringing a on your knee. You're welcome to double up the mat. And then let's tilt the chest towards the right side, and you're walking your hands on the floor. You have an option to dig into that right heel if that helps. I had my the longer edge, the one from the toe to the heel on the floor. Now I'm just digging into the heel. This is an option. You feel it in different places of your leg based on how you have your feet planted. If you're digging into your heel, then you might feel this along the back side of the leg. Once again, try and keep a nice soft bend in that right knee, and then slowly walk your hands back up. We will have to switch sides. So let's take that left knee off the mat and push into that imaginary wall. Extending the left leg. Notice if your head is hanging. We want to have a long neck, so you might want to gaze towards the front. And then let's swing that leg to the side, and then walk our hands so that we come on the right knee. Take the right arm and bend towards the left. As you do this, since my feet is all completely planted on the mat, I feel this along the insides of my leg and also on the right side of my body. And again, it doesn't have to be the same way. Some of us are tighter in certain spots and much less tighter or looser in other spots. It's going to feel different. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, shift your chest towards the floor and take the support of your hand, dig into that left foot. Keep a soft bend on the left knee. Notice how this feels. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Now slowly walk your hands to the center and send that knee back, coming into a table. Take your hip towards your heel